And after the game on Saturday, then again today, Jim said that this team has championship qualities. In your opinion, what are some of those qualities?
Yeah, I think our ability to handle adversity, we definitely have enough talent. And I think overall our mentality as a team has shifted. And I think this team is ready to finish this season. And I think by the end of it, we should be competing for a championship if we do what we're supposed to do.
Left side, Reiner.
Jim said no position is guaranteed at its least, but considering how you performed this season, and also where you've led this team, do you see yourself as a long-term starter for this program?
I believe that I've earned the respect from my teammates and from my coaches, and I think I'm doing my job at a high level. But I think I couldn't do that without the help of my teammates, and I think I'm just focused on this season.
Right side, Ryan.
What's been the highlight of this Michigan season so far for you in your eyes?
I think it's just the way this team's come together. I think a lot of pressure was put on us and like how we were going to deal with adversity at times and how this team would respond. And I think we've done nothing but responded well in those situations. And I think just going through gritty wins like we had last week and like Nebraska and even just the experience of Michigan State. Just what I love about this team is just how close we are together, and that's something that I appreciate, and I know the boys do too.
The right side, Brad.
Okay, when you and everybody inside this program talk more openly about Ohio State, more so than we've seen the last few years, just 2 weeks until that game, how much is that still at the forefront of your mind, even with another opponent standing in front of you? Yeah,
of course it's at the forefront, and I think that's a huge challenge for us this week, is that we have to be able to remain focused on Maryland, and we have to we can't play in any championship without beating Maryland first, so has to be our mindset going into this week.
To be clear, so you don't get tripped up in a big quote there, what is at the forefront? Is it Ohio State or Maryland?
No, I mean, we're obviously aware that a big game is ahead, but we have to be more focused on what's ahead of us right now.
Thanks.
Staying on the right, Austin.
Cade, you referenced several times throughout the year the players really kind of taking ownership of the program this year. I'm curious, do you remember really when that started and how it started? Was it a group text or a phone call or a moment when you guys got together in the offseason?
I think really at the beginning of workouts, I mean, some of the leaders on this team, we start to establish ourselves, and the guys who've been here the longest have seen the most. So I think as that sort of started, and then as spring ball began, and we started doing a lot of player-led stuff, and I think as we decided to organize player-led stuff, it just built to the camaraderie of the team as well.
So you think that built more of a community of group, team, brotherhood, everything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious how much this team cares about one another, and I think that's something that has developed over time. And I think whether that's us doing stuff together outside of football, whether that's us holding each other accountable when we're here, has definitely led to that.
Yeah, that's pretty important, being teammates off the field. That's very important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Left side, Aaron.
Cade, you mentioned the honest conversations you had with Josh throughout the year. You've got 10 starts under your belt now. Where do you think you're a better quarterback now than you were beginning of the year?
I think my ability to find my checkdowns when I am under duress is something that I've had to develop a feel for the pocket in a game scenario. I mean, we try to simulate game situations as much as possible, but being the quarterback, you never get hit. So really, I guess, sort of finding the last moment I can stay in the pocket and being able to still find guys is something that I think I've developed a lot over the course of the season.
Got time for a few more for Cade. We'll go to the corner there, Angelique.
Kate, I was going to ask something similar, but let me ask you, you've mentioned a lot of times that the players respect you, that you have their respect. How do you know that? And is it conversations, or is it like Aiden punching you in the shoulder pads the other day?
Yeah, stuff like that. I feel like, I've really earned a voice on this team, especially on the offensive side of the ball, and I think you know, when we've played in games, what I say, the guys respond to me. And, you know, I think it's nothing about like me, like trying to be like the voice, or I think it's just they know that I just truly care about winning. And I think, you know, when guys like Aiden or something like do something like that, you know, it puts a smile on my face, because, you know, I know, you know, as much as I care about these boys, that they care about me as well.